Hey guys, Darren here with a box review of 1994-95 Topps Stadium Club hockey cards, Series 1. And was this the only series in 94? Did they do a second? It seems like they didn't get around to a second. I don't remember. At any rate, this is the first series, regardless. And it is a card set that is... This is odd for me because I think the card design is terrible. It's terrible. But having said that, I really like going through these cards. I just like flipping through. The way the colors come through is actually cool. And so for me, I want to really just hate these cards because I think they're terrible, but I don't hate the experience of going through the cards. Once they go into a binder, yeah, I'm not going to like them, but when they're here in a big pile and I'm just flipping through them, this is fun. I actually like this. So I'm torn. I'm really torn. All right, so first off, I got 182 cards out of 270 cards. There are not very many cards in the box, so it's difficult to get to a set. You can see that the number of doubles is about right for the additional 88 cards I need. 88? Yeah, the additional 88 cards I need for the set. So a second box, you'd be hard pressed to be able to line it up right to get a complete set. But two boxes should get you close at least. So as far as the set collation goes, yeah, that's kind of what we're looking at. Now, in the doubles, I did really well because I got an extra Patrick Waugh card, I got an extra Gretzky, and I got an extra Brett Hull, and then I got shutouts of Dominik Hasek and Martin Brodeur, and then I also got a Sergei Fedorov first career hat trick, as well as a Martin Brodeur trophy card. And that's interesting. Something interesting about the card set is that they have a couple of subsets that are interlaced into here. You start off with the power players, and then you have the the Great Expectations. And I like that they're grouped together and not completely spread out. And okay, so here is the shutouts, which we already saw, and then we have the rink report. But the rink report, it's about the art on the back of the cards. That's what's really special about these cards. And then it closes out with trophy cards, where on the front it's an action shot, but on the back they have the trophy pictures, photographs. So a different approach to those cards. The checklist, they pulled the checklist out of the main set and have them separate. So there are 3 checklists for the card set that stand 1, 2, and 3. These are cardboard, so they're not the same material as the actual cards in the set. But they also have checklists for I believe all 3 of the insert sets. I only got, let's see, that is Finest and... Oh, no, okay, it looks like it looks like there are only 2 checklists. So there's a checklist that has the, well, before I get to the checklist, I'll show you the 3 insert sets. So first off, we have our Topps Stadium Club Finest cards. I have Pavel Bure and I have Sergei Fedorov. The Pavel Bure card is almost perfect. There's a little bit of yellowing going on. Unfortunately, the Sergei Fedorov card, there's a bit of aging on it, so it's not holding up perfectly well. But the Pavel one is almost perfect, so that I'm glad for that. They also have their Dynasty and Destiny cards, and I have Luc Robitaille and Mikael Renberg for the card. They have a nice holofoil here in the middle of this card. And then they have their Super Team cards, and I got the San Jose Sharks for the card that I got in this box. And then there's also a first day production card, and Brent FedEx is the player I got. And it's interesting that it's a silver foil. That's kind of cool. I like that about this card. It makes it really distinct. So this is the first time that I got one. I think this is the first time I got one of the hockey cards, because I don't remember this from before the box. That was I was glad to run into that. Which brings me back to the checklists. So the first checklist for the inserts is Dynasty and Destiny, but on the back it is the checklist for the finest cards. So there's one checklist there, and then the second one is for the super teams, which is half the teams on the front, half on the back. So that means there are 5 checklists. There are 3 checklists for the main set, and then there are 2 insert sets, or insert checklists as well, and I got all 5 of them. I'm pretty sure they didn't do a checklist for the first day of production. Now they also had their club membership cards, and this was the pack filler that was not too common in packs. There are only 10 of these, which along with, let's see, 10, 12, 14, 15, 20, and then 2, 3, 4. So yeah, 24. So every single pack, that's right. I didn't do this morning. I did this a little while ago. Every single pack has something in it. 10 of the packs, almost half of the packs had the club membership, and then there was another 9 packs that had one of the checklists, and then you had the various inserts. So that was the way that you experienced the pack. So at least there was something in every pack, but that means that essentially the insert cards, it's like having an extra card in the pack. So instead of, or you could view this as a waste of a card, whichever way, but I like the idea that there's an additional insert in the pack. I think that's kind of cool. I don't really have anything else to say about this box. I do have to say, like I said already, going through these cards, I like that experience. I think that they look really nice when you're flipping through the cards. And so all through the process of opening these packs, putting together the set, that whole process I really liked. So I enjoyed this, and frankly, if I can get an affordable box, I absolutely want to get a second one to see if I can get the set complete, because I'd love to experience it again. So hopefully I can find one that's not expensive, but we'll see. But yeah, basically that is my review of the box. That's how I experienced it, and I think I did pretty well with inserts, especially the fact that Pavel here came out all right. So yeah, thank you guys for watching.